I recently read Flow by Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi, and it offered some truly eye-opening insights into how we can live happier, more fulfilling lives. The book focuses on the idea of achieving a state called flow, a feeling of being completely absorbed and engaged in what you're doing. Here are 6 of the most important lessons I took away. 1. Happiness comes from engagement, not external stuff. Csikszentmihalyi argues that happiness isn't about money, fame, or success. Instead, it comes from how we use our minds and focus our energy. He points out that even with all our modern comforts, many people still feel unsatisfied. Why? Because happiness comes from being actively engaged in life, not from having things handed to us. For example, instead of passively watching TV to unwind, you might feel happier if you take up a hobby like gardening or playing an instrument. Activities that challenge you and make you feel deeply involved bring a deeper sense of joy. It's about making choices that engage you and make you feel alive. 2. What is flow and why does it matter? The main idea of the book is flow, a state where you're so focused on what you're doing that time flies by, and you forget about everything else. This might happen when you're playing a sport, painting, or solving a challenging problem. In this state, you feel completely in the moment and at your best. To get into flow, certain conditions need to be met. You should have clear goals, get quick feedback on your progress, and feel that your skills are a good match for the challenge you're tackling. It's not about getting lucky. It's about creating the right environment for flow to happen. 3. Balance challenge and skill to find flow. One of the most practical ideas is that to experience flow, there needs to be a balance between how hard something is and how skilled you are. If what you're doing is too easy, you'll get bored. If it's too hard, you'll feel anxious. The sweet spot is right in the middle, where the challenge makes you stretch but doesn't overwhelm you. Think about a video game you love playing. It's fun because it gets harder as you get better. The same idea applies to work and hobbies. If you're feeling bored, find ways to make things more challenging. If you're stressed, break the task into smaller, more manageable parts. Adjusting the difficulty keeps you engaged and makes your work feel more rewarding. 4. Purpose makes life more meaningful. Csikszentmihalyi talks about how life feels better when we have a purpose. People who know what they're working toward are generally happier. It's about finding something bigger than yourself, whether that's helping others, pursuing a passion, or working toward a dream. He suggests thinking about your life like a story where all your experiences connect around a central theme. This might be art, faith, family, or making a difference in the world. When your daily activities line up with this bigger purpose, you're more likely to find meaning and stay motivated. 5. You can find flow at work and during free time. Csikszentmihalyi makes an interesting point. People often think work is boring and that only free time can be fun. But he argues that work can actually offer more opportunities for flow than watching TV or scrolling social media. It's all about how you approach it. For example, even if your job feels repetitive, you can make it more engaging by setting personal goals or finding ways to improve your skills. On the other hand, instead of spending your free time passively, try to learn a new skill or take on a hobby that excites you. Active leisure activities are much more likely to bring flow and happiness than passive ones. 6. Handling hard times with a growth mindset. Life isn't always easy, and Csikszentmihalyi emphasizes the importance of how we deal with difficulties. He introduces the idea of an autototelic personality. Someone who finds joy in the experience itself and sees challenges as opportunities to grow, not obstacles to avoid. These people often bounce back from setbacks more quickly. Even in tough times, you can find flow by actively working to reframe your situation. For example, instead of seeing a job loss as a failure, view it as a chance to explore a new career path. People who use their strengths, practice gratitude, and stay optimistic tend to turn difficulties into opportunities for personal growth. These were the core messages I gathered from Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi's flow. He offers even more insights on how to make your life more engaging and fulfilling by focusing on the right challenges and activities. I highly recommend reading the book to dive deeper into these concepts. If you'd like a one-page PDF summary of the key insights from the book, click the link below, and I'd be happy to email it to you. If you're already subscribed to the free weekend book club newsletter, check your inbox. This PDF is waiting for you. If you like this video, please share it. And as always, thanks for watching and have yourself a productive weekend.